I'm Amira Hasoon. I'm an artist in residence here at the Art and History Museum of Maitland. I'd call myself someone who records visual data. And I've noticed a common theme about all my works recently, and that's like the element of like memories or recording moments in time. I don't want to say like, I travel a lot, I don't want to be that person. There's a favourite quote of mine, and it's by art novelist John Berger, and he says like photos or pictures are a burden of memory, and it always stuck with me. But the idea of collecting photos and things is not something I'm fond of. So I feel like all of my series are slightly different, but they all have a common theme of moments, and it's something I like to do. I like to collect memories. Usually I would create using pencils and inks, and that's partly because I think it's due to the fact that when I was a kid I didn't want to make a mess. But since being here, there's something that's drawing me to like draw nature and to be with nature, and I think being at this site, you can't be physically stressed. I mean, I've tried to force stress, and I wanted to like give something back to this space, and it was making me stressed, but there's no way in this place that you can be. So I found a peace of mind in the fact of being outside, being in the garden, overlooking this beautiful pond here, and it just clicked that I needed to kind of make tools using the debris around these grounds and making something temporary, and not feel like pressure into producing something. Because I feel sometimes that I'm making art sometimes not for myself, but for the purpose of showing my worth almost. And so now this space has allowed me to kind of experiment with the temporary, because I also have to be conscious of the fact that I can't travel a lot with heavy pieces of work. I've gone free, I'm allowed to be free, and I can make confident marks and lines using things outside, using refuse bags that I'm using right now, and just intuitively making marks. So I've been using the mud on this site as pigment and paint, and partly because, again, low cost, non-toxic and things, but I really like the kind of granulated shade of it, and the fact that, again, it's temporary. I mean, I can blend it away. And I was always intrigued about making different lines and different kind of shapes and things, so all the debris I have found, I've made into these like awesome brushes. This one being my favorite, which is Spanish moss. And yeah, again, it takes the stress away of making line actively, and it's kind of more of an intuitive process, and I think that's something I really admire. I guess this here is a Spanish moss, and I literally flung the Spanish moss paintbrush. Again, charcoal lines, intuitive lines, but again, charcoal is from nature, so I was allowing that. I wanted to make a reference to the beautiful kind of turquoise and blue accents around the grounds here. It feels like when I'm drawing here on this site, I feel like there's like a mental flow, and then I kind of realize like afterwards that like, wow, I've just produced something, because initially I would think like, what on earth am I about to start drawing? So yeah.